Hey guys, how's it going today? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Vancouver Canucks GM mode here, and we are almost at the end of year number 3. Hope everybody had a good holiday, so we're back to getting back on track with this series. So currently the Vancouver Canucks sit at 36-21-5, I believe, maybe 3 days before the trade deadline. We are first in our division, but honestly, it's a very, 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 very tough division as it is anyway. As you guys can see, first place through sixth place in our division is above 500. The only team that's under 500 in our division is the Arizona Coyotes, and they're not even that under 500 by that much. So we have to keep winning games. And that's why last episode I gave you guys the suggestions of what we should do concerning Daniel Sedin and Ryan Miller. And a lot of people were on the same side of keep Daniel Sedin, and most of you guys were telling me to trade Ryan Miller, but honestly, the way this division is tightly packed together and the fact that we still need to keep winning games, I'm going to be keeping Ryan Miller around. So, unfortunately, I think that's the best thing for us to do in this position. I think a bunch of you guys have said that Ryan Miller dropped to an 85 too. I didn't really notice that. I might, check that out maybe during the trade deadline or whatever, but for right now, I think it's our best decision to keep Daniel Sedin and keep Ryan Miller. If they retire here at the end of this year, so be it, but they give us the best chance of opportunity to go far into the playoffs, and that's what we're going to do. So let's go up here to the trade deadline, I guess. I don't think there's anything that we can do during the trade deadline anyway in this version of the game. So we'll just see what it does. So we want Arizona's dealing some people, it seems. So remember, last year we made a trade with Arizona for Shane Doan. I guess he retired, because I didn't see him pop up in my AHL team or my NHL team at all. So I'm assuming that Shane Doan retired. So they want us a first-round pick and Weiser for Martin Hansel and Martin Erat. Top 6 forward and a bottom 6 forward. I'm going to decline that trade. Just right now, I don't think there's anything that we need on this team right now. I think the team is playing fine as it is. Cassian for Marlowe, like I said, we're going to decline that. And let's see, today, trade deadline is today. Let's see if there's anything that we can do there. Unfortunately, we did get that loss against the against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So, like I said, there's nothing that we can do on the trade deadline date. Maybe I'll go back and take a look at all the trades that did happen on the day of the trade deadline. But for right now, let's just keep going here. Go a month at a time. We do need to win some games, though. Winning games is definitely a priority on this team. Don't let them let me regret not keeping Daniel Sedin and Ryan Miller around. Gotta get some wins under our belt here. There you go. 3-1 win over Carolina. You guys don't want to see the scouting assignment update thing, so I'll do that when I do have some free time around. We do need some right wingers though, so I think it's time for us to start scouting some forwards. So let's do the QMJHL. Let's do their forwards for 5 weeks, not 6 weeks. We'll do 5 weeks. Because I have to go look around at the scouting thing at the end, probably off camera after this episode, because more than likely we'll be done the regular season after this episode. Then I have to scout around and see who the top prospects are going to be and where I have to look for them. Because we do have a first-round pick this year. We kept our first-round pick, which is good. So that's the only, I think, high pick we're going to have. And there you go. Just that little setback there against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we're back on track with some wins here, which is good. 3 wins in a row. Like I said, the Vancouver Canucks are a streaky team, but they do, streaky or not, you got to get some wins in some big spots here. All right, so Edmonton, they're in our division. Got set back there with a loss, so this is where they usually start to lose some games in a row. Yep. There's another loss to Edmonton. Come on, these are some big games here. Edmonton and Calgary. At least get a win over Calgary because they're closer to us in standing points. There you go, 6-5 win over them. Arizona, they're starting to climb back in the division a little bit, but not really. We did hit 40 wins on the year, so that's good. 40, 24, and 5. 6-3 loss against Arizona. I don't want to get to 30 regulation losses. That's something I don't want to get. We already have 30 total losses. There goes a 3-0 win over the Rangers. And Pittsburgh, let's see if we can get a win over them. 3-1 loss to them. All right, that's expected. Philadelphia, they're not that good. A little bit of a back and forth month here. If we go 500 during the month, I think that should be good enough. There you go, 4-3 win over Philly, St. Louis, Dallas, and San Jose to wrap up the month. Let's see if we can get 2 out of those 3 wins. St. Louis, that went by really quick. I don't even know what happened with that. We got a 3-1 win over the Blues. That's good. Dallas. Dallas has a pretty good record as well. Pretty similar to ours. 6-2 win over the Stars. There you go. And one more against San Jose, team in our division. Pretty interesting game right here. Depending on where San Jose is at. Yeah, we lost to them, and they were pretty close to us in our division. So 44-27-5. What were we at? We were at 35, 21, and 21 and 4, I think, or maybe we were at 21, 30. What was it? I can't even remember. I think it was 31-20. I do not remember. But where did we go this month anyway? So 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, 6, 7, 8. 8-6 during the month, so we went +2. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. All right, let's take a look at the standings, though. We are still in first place. Good. Anaheim started to really drop off. They were the one team that looked like they could catch us, and they just been on a terrible losing streak as well. San Jose's climbed back into it, which is good. Calgary has a shite ton of overtime losses and shootout losses, so that's the reason they're still there with 39 wins. But we are up at 44 wins, which is good. Points. Let me just check out the point totals. We are at 93 points. Still have not clinched a playoff spot as of yet. The St. Louis Blues have 93 points, so we're tied with them. How about the entire league? 96, 95, 95. So Carolina, Montreal, and Toronto have all clinched playoff spots so far. We're close to clinching a playoff spot, but just a little bit ways away. All right, so let's check out the calendar. Let's see how many more games we do have left here on the schedule. We have let's see, we have whoopsies, sorry, did not mean to go that far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left, 5 of which being against divisional opponents, so this could be very interesting. Alright, Minnesota has a good record. All these teams I think have good records. Arizona is the one negative team. San Jose, LA, and Anaheim. Okay, so these are pretty big games. Let's go 3 at a time. 3 at a time. All right, that Minnesota game there, that's going to be tough. Coming off a loss against San Jose, 6-2. Let's see if we can get a win there. I got to remind to turn notifications off, man. Pops up way too many damn much. Got too many friends. All right, Minnesota. Tough team here. We do manage to get a 6-1 loss. We gave up 2 straight games where we let up 6 goals. Come on, Vancouver. Don't struggle now. You guys got to buckle down here at the last 6 games of the season. Come on. Oh, shit. Shit, there's 30 regulation losses. Shit. Alright, luckily we're still in first place. Probably not by much, though. Probably not by much. We are at 93 points. Calgary's still at 90 with 79 games still played. So each team has 3 games left. We are up by 3 points, so we're a game and a half. A game and an overtime loss above Calgary. So this is going to be interesting. We're losing a lot of games here. We've lost, I think, 3 straight, maybe? Not good. Like I said, the streakiness of the Vancouver Canucks. Right now, coming in clutch time here coming at the end of the season. So, LA and 2 games against Anaheim. We've had Anaheim's number pretty much throughout the entire year, so that's the good thing. I think we've had the Kings' number too, so let's go 1 game at a time. I think if we win 1 game, I think we're in the playoffs here, but let's see. 2 home games versus Anaheim too, and we're in LA. All right, come on, Vancouver. There you go. 4-2 win over the Kings. That's what we needed. We desperately needed that win. All right, and we'll sim past here 1 game against Anaheim, and then we'll see how it's going here for the last game of the year against the Ducks. All right, so come on, Vancouver. Get a win over the Ducks. Get a win over Anaheim. We've had their number pretty much the entire year. There you go. Had their number again, 4-1. All right, so once again, we lost 4 straight going up to the end here, but they did win the last 2 games. More than likely, the Canucks have clinched a playoff spot. We'll just check it out, as yes, they did. They clinched the division title with those 2 wins. Very nicely done by the Vancouver Canucks. Going to at least have 97 points to finish off the year, which is good. Very good for the team. We'll just simulate this last game here against the Anaheim Ducks, who I think are fighting maybe possibly for a wild card spot in this game here, but we'll simulate past it. And We ended with a 4-1 loss over the Anaheim Ducks. So we've had the Anaheim Ducks' number throughout the entire year. The Ducks looked like an early team to maybe possibly win the President's Trophy, but they have just very, very slipped off. All right, so we have a lot of time here first. Before I do that scouting thing, I actually do want to check out all the stats. I'm going to look at the scouting thing. Even though you guys didn't want to see it, I actually do want to check it out for myself. So we end up finishing the year 47, 30, and 5. We did have 30 regulation losses, but a good bit of wins, 47 wins, not bad. Not bad for the Canucks. All right, so I think more than likely all the teams have played all their games so far. No, they have not. They have not played, all the teams have not played all their games so far. So let's go up to, let's simulate another day up here. Let's just advance a day. I think I could probably check regular season stats anyway after the next thing. Let me stop the simulation. I'd rather do it myself. It probably takes too long. If I hit the advanced day, it probably will take it up a couple days. Oh no, it did. It did go up one day. Okay, fair enough. Stats Central. Let's see if everybody has played all their games now. 82 for all of them. Check out the entire league. 82. 82. All right, so all the teams have played their games, which is good. No, they have not. Philly and New Jersey, it doesn't matter. Those teams, they're not even in playoff contention, so it doesn't even matter. All right, so point totals. Let's check a look here for point totals in the Western Conference, shall we? And the Dallas Stars with 103 points. So we finished the fourth best, well, tied for second actually, with Minnesota, St. Louis, and Vancouver all had 99-point seasons, which is good. A lot of teams with 90-plus points in the Western Conference. So Dallas got the conference title. Minnesota, St. Louis, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Calgary, Chicago, and San Jose are all making it to the playoffs, all with 93 points. Is that 8 teams? 3, 6, 8. Yep, those are your 8 teams in the Western Conference, all finishing top 8 in the league for points. So usually you might see a team like down here with like 80-something points or something like that, then they might have made the playoffs, but unfortunately, not this time. All the top 8 teams in the West did make the playoffs. Probably in the East, you'll see something different. We take a look at points. No, not really. All the teams with points did make the playoffs. So there you go. Buffalo Sabres missed out with 87 points. Same thing with the Bruins, Devils, and the Red Wings. I was contemplating cheering for the Red Wings first-round pick. Philly and New York did not do well this year at all. Alright, so there's that. Let's check out the entire league, all the stats here. Alright, so let's check out goals for per game. For goals for per game, I think we had like a 2.8 or something like that. And there we are, 2.854, which is, no, it's not at the bottom, I think 10. It's like near the middle. So like I said, we got enough goals there, almost 3 goals for per game, which is not bad. Goals against per game, that should be up pretty high. 2.573. Good enough for second in the league for goals against, which is very good. Very good. All right, power play percentage, 17.77. Near the middle yet again, but once again, it's not bottom. It's not like bottom-ish of the league. It's probably in the middle, but we did probably have a ton of power plays, 349. Yeah, we were the most team out on the year on the power play, so that makes sense. And penalty kill, we were, where was Vancouver at? Vancouver, 80.74. So our penalty kill did slip off a little bit at the end there. Maybe I'll have to make some changes before the playoffs. Because like I said, this will be, I'm not going to do the playoffs this video. Because like I said, I'd rather do all the playoffs in one video and then do all the kind of off-season stuff in the same video, because I'm not going to be doing the in-game stuff for the playoffs. But 80.74 definitely dropped off a good bit. It's near the middle, but it was up near like top 10 in the league for a while, and it started to drop off. So that could be something there. Maybe we put Abdulkader on our penalty kill now instead of keeping the old guys on there. So who knows? So home we were 20, 18, and 3. Away we were very good away, 27, 12, and 2. Last 10 going into the playoffs, 6 and 4. Alright, not bad. Alright, so let's check out the players now. All the players on our team. See what the point totals everybody got was. And we'll start with the forwards here. So, Daniel Sedin, like I said, glad I kept him around 73 points in 82 games. That's kind of what I expected from him. Didn't get 30 goals, but he got 29. More than fair enough for Daniel Sedin. 85 overall for him. He's, like I said, he's starting to drop as well, but still, pretty good year for Daniel Sedin. I'll be happy if he could be happy and retired on my team now. That's more than happy for me. Alex Galchenyuk with 68 with 28 goals and 40 assists. Mikhail Grigorenko, wanted to get him maybe a little bit more goal scoring, but still 63 points is pretty good for him. 20 and 40. 20 goals with 40-something assists. That's not bad for him. Gustav Nyquist, he picked his game up a little bit. He was down near the bottom on that second line, not getting many points. But you know what? He turned his game around a good bit. Got 50 points for the second line, so that's not bad. Got 20 goals, which is good. So the Goose definitely picked his game up a little bit. Hunter Shinkrug, a very good year on the third line and power play time, 80 with 38 points. Almost had 20 goals for him as well. Zach Cassian almost had a 20-goal season too, 36 points for him on the second line. Nick Bonino, did Zach Cassian go off? No, he did not. So Nick Bonino with 34. Lyndon Vey with 33 points. Justin Abdelkader, most of those probably came with Detroit, but 28 points for him. Bo Horvat with 27. Marcel Gotch with 20. Nicholas Jensen had 15. Eric Condra had 12. All right, so there's the forwards. Defensemen now, we had Cam Fowler with 53 points as a defenseman. Very good year for him. Dougie Hamilton had 44. Hamhuis with 29. Edler with 26. Tanev with 13. And Ryan Stanton with 4. And then check out the goaltenders here. We had Ryan Miller played 60 games for us. Eddie Lack played 26, and yes, he did. Ryan Miller's overall did drop down to an 85, so thank you for that heads up there. But still, it's a decent year. His stats definitely started to come down towards earth a little bit, but he did give up a lot of goals near the end there. But still, good year for Eddie Lack. 2.66, going 14, 8, and 1. Ryan Miller with 2.45, 33, 22, and 2. Definitely a bit more realistic. 9.13, 9.16. 7 shutouts, though, for Ryan Miller. That's pretty good. And both of which did have a point this year, both with 1 assist for each of those guys, so not bad. Okay, so there's the stats. I'm gonna go check out progress reports if I can find that somewhere. I want to see how good our rookies are doing in the minors. If I can find it, maybe it's under managed rosters. Progress reports. There we go. Let's check out these. All right, so we want to go to attributes modified, and alright, so Marcel Gotch dropped down to an 81, obviously, so he's becoming more of a fourth liner now, which is easily understandable. If his defensive categories, they're still fine, more than likely. Yeah, his defensive awareness didn't drop, just shot blocking and stick checking, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Dan Hamhuis, yeah, we know he dropped a little bit. Ryan Miller, obviously we see him dropping. Daniel Sedin, we know he's dropping. Dougie Hamilton got 7 stats modified. Is he getting better? Yep, statistical growth, which is good. Yep, good thing for Hamilton. His statistical growth getting better. And Bo Horvat got better in 2 stats as well, and he's probably getting better. Yep, natural growth on passing and natural growth in wrist shot. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much it for the NHL. Goaltenders, anything for Eddie Lack? Nope. Alright, so all players there. Let's check out the in the system players, see how good these guys have jumped up for us here. Alright, so Cedarholm, 12 stats modified, but he's 73. Carter Amson got better. Hogboom's getting better, so that's good for him. 78 overall for not Steinberger. Jens Hogboom, he's getting better in natural growth, which is good as a defenseman. Hopefully his defensive stats are getting better. He's getting better in skating. Defensively, where's his defensive stats at? Whoopsies. Defense, okay, it's the 4th one over. Yeah, stick checking defense awareness. His defense awareness is pretty good. Gertson, he's getting better as well. 67. Krill Kabanoff, go good. Steinberger, Landon Cross. Dane Fox is getting up there as well. Archambault, Chista McKenzie. Polvika's up to a 77 now, which is good to see for him. Yep, his reflexes category is getting good. Puck control, athletic. That's good to see. I love how I can't look at the career stats. That's pretty funny. Ay. All right, Smith, Walker, Zalewski's up to a 70, or Zalewski. Somebody tell me how to pronounce this game. Zalewski, I don't even know. But he's up to a 78, which is good. Zach Bowman, he's up to a 65. Gomerich, Weiser, Magali, Virtanen's only up to a 79. So Jake Virtanen did not jump up as much as I wanted him to. But he's still at a 79. So more than likely, Jake Virtanen will be ready. More than likely next year. Yeah, he's got a wicked wrist shot. Look at that, 90. His wrist shot power is pretty good. His balance is up there to 92, so he's a very fast skater. Merrick, Jared McCann. I think maybe Jared McCann might be stuck in the minors for a little bit longer. Gauntz is up to an 81. Subban's up to a 75. Yeah, I think Brendan Gauntz will be ready next year, no doubt. I think Brendan Gauntz will get better next year. I mean, he didn't jump up at all, but I think he'll be ready to go next year. Mears and all those guys are down there. So, not really a big jump for anybody other than maybe like Hogboom, who jumped up a lot. So, that'll come in the off season. All right, so there's the progress reports. I think that's it. I think that is pretty much it. I'm just going to check out the scouting, and then we'll be ready to go for the playoffs here. We'll check out the playoff tree and all that stuff. But first, scouting. Where's scouting at? Where do I view the scout at? I think it's under trade improve. Yeah, scout. Second option. Scouting. All right, let me look at the scout here. Let's see who lists all scouted players. Let's see who's going number 1 overall this year. All right, potential. We got top 9 forwards here. So Louis Desprez or Louis Dupre. It looks like he's top 5. Yeah, there they go. Top 5, top 10, top 10, top 5. Does it list? Can I hate how I can just list it by potential. I can't list it by like ranking, which sucks. Maybe there is a way to look at it. Hold on. Scouting, that'll just go to the place. Yeah, it needs to be in here. So scout players. All right, so list all scouted players. Obviously, we do have a first round pick this year. Let's just scout it by potential here first, and then we can actually see. So yeah, Louis Desprez or Louis Dupre, top 5 for him. He looks like he's going to be pretty good as a sniper. Top 10 for Matthew Quincy. All right, so like I said, we want to look for defensemen. Late round defensemen. So Quincy, top 10. Baby, top second to a third. Top 5 for this guy, Louis Rahum. Toby Dumba. Juleson. Kopi Bianco. Clapham. Colton White. Holes, man. Sopel. Georges Veilleux. I'm seeing like first round or second rounders. Here we go. So this guy, Ross Swift, defensive defenseman. I'm going to pin him to my watch list. Even though, like it says 7 defensemen. We know we made that mistake last year. Just because the high potential shows it, we want to see about where they actually could go. But let me see. A couple of these guys, Louis Rahim, yeah, we know about that, and Toby Dumba. Okay, so the high potential guys we know are up here. But top 6 for this guy, I guess I'll pin him, David Baby and Matthew Quincy. Don't know if I should scout a guy with a defenseman Quincy. Let me see. Anybody else with like a second or a late round pick here? Let's see. Kavana. Nope. First or second. Anybody of these guys with a first or second? Third rounders. A lot of third round guys. Brady Regan. Okay, so that's pretty much all that we scouted so far for these guys. It's all Canadian leagues. We haven't really done much in the other leagues. Goaltenders, any top goaltenders that we scouted so far? Nothing really. Just this guy, Yuri Deluk, Radoslav Jersina. All right, let me go for the right wings because we're actually struggling in the right wing department. Desprez, there's Desprez, Laurent Fontaine, Philippe Devereaux, Francois Giroux. It's not Giroux. Joey Harrison, he looks like be like a top player. Charles Anthony Poulin, Frenchman. Cesar Jacques. We want maybe this guy. Yeah, top 6 AHL forward. He's got high potential. This guy. Let me see. Bottom 3. These 2 guys. Maybe Laurent Fontaine and Philippe Devereaux. 2-way forward or a sniper. I'd rather go after this guy. Let me pin Louis Fontaine. Player info. That just brings that up. Okay. That's what I thought. Right wingers, left wingers now. Mark Payette, Matthew Oliver. Okay, nothing really too special there. And then centers, Daniel Duchesne, or Duchenez. Cesar Ouliette. Nope. Bolivar. Undrafted. A lot of undrafted guys. All right, so maybe we should reach out a little bit to other guys. That guy, Daniel Duchenez, or Duchesne, top 10 grinder. Other than that, for the potential wise, is nothing really too good. So maybe we should scout like some of the Russian guys and stuff like that. We'll send our scout out there when he asks for it next. But that's for our players here. We're just gonna have a couple here with Swift, Baby, and Fontaine. A bunch of all 3 Canadians. We will put those guys onto our scouting thing. And we've scouted some of those guys 3 times as it shows. Okay, so that's good. And yeah, let's just advance the schedule here, and we'll see who we're going to be up against in the first round of the playoffs. We did finish top of our division, so we're going to play the lowest wild card team in the West, which is going to be the Winnipeg Jets. It's not the lowest wild card team. It's the second lowest wild card team. Because okay. All right, I didn't mean to simulate that up there. Okay, you know what? I guess we're doing the playoffs now. We're doing the playoffs now. Fuck it. We're doing the playoffs. I didn't mean to simulate that up an extra day, but you know what? We're doing the playoffs now. Fuck it. You guys will get a very long episode today. League settings, I'm turning automated rotate goalies off. Auto rotate goalies, turn that off. I want to make sure that I am starting Ryan Miller as he should be. I can't check out the lines for the Winnipeg Jets, but that's alright. So we're playing the Jets. Let me check and just make sure that Miller is starting. Yeah, Miller's in that. He should be starting. Goaltenders. Yeah, Ryan Miller's starting. Okay, good. Alright, so I guess we're doing the playoffs now. I did not mean to simulate up that game there against the Jets, but so be it. So, we started off the game number 1 at home when we got an overtime loss against the Jets. So, let's see if they can come back here and tie up this series now. Down 1-0 already. And game number 2 against the Winnipeg Jets. 3-2 loss. Okay, Vancouver does not seem to be a playoff team, it seems. Alright, in Winnipeg now. Come on, Vancouver. 7-4. Oh my god. Are we going to get swept in round number 1? Would not be surprised. Swept in round number 1 by the Winnipeg Jets. That goals. Wow. Goal scoring was an issue. Goaltending was an issue. Wow. Alright. Well, that year ended quickly. Yet again, another first round exit by the Vancouver Canucks got swept by the freaking Jets. Man, oh man. 2 straight games putting up 7 goals on us. Wow. Well then. That was quick. Wow. That's what I get for accidentally simming forward. Man, oh man. That's regular season stats. Let's just go take a look at the playoff stats and actually see who did anything for us. But it looks like Ryan Miller shite the bed, like, hard. He looked like he shit the bed hard. First 2 games looked fine. Like 2-1 and 3-1. Daniel Sedin had 5 points in 4 games. Grigorenko had 4 points. Galchenyuk had 3. Fowler 2, Bonino, Hamilton, Horvat, Cassian, Shinkirk, Tanev, and Vey. They all got 1. And other than that, everybody else was good. Terrible. That was terrible. Fowler, -7. Yeah, everybody was pretty much a minus player. Okay. Did Eddie Lack start a game at all? He played 1 game. Oh my god, a goals against average of 33. How many? Yeah, you let up 2 goals and you save attempts. Shots against 4. Wow. Eddie Lack only faced 4 shots and gave up 2 goals on 4 shots. Wow. Ryan Miller 4 games, 3.99, 16 goals against. Save percentage was terrible. Shots against was that. Yep. Terrible playoff run for Ryan Miller. Wow. All right. Well, there you go. That was quick. That was a quick playoff run for the Vancouver Canucks. Yet again, another first-round exit for this team. So, going into next year, what should be done? Maybe Sedin should get traded. If he can get traded, I think he needs to get traded now, whether it be for a draft pick, something along those lines. So you guys got the playoffs in this episode. I wanted to save it for next time, but unfortunately, comes to a quick end here for the Vancouver Canucks. Another first-round exit, a first-round sweep of the Winnipeg Jets. Hopefully they go on to win the Cup, because honestly, they scored a lot of goals, so they probably have a lot of goal scoring. So that'll do it for this episode, guys. I guess I'll just we'll take it into the draft next time. yeah, we'll take it to the draft. We'll evaluate the team, see what needs to be done, and we'll take it from there, guys. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. As always, sorry I wanted to see the playoffs for next time, but I guess we'll just have more time to do all the off-season stuff next time around. All right, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.